Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
All right, so President Donald Trump obviously denied being a dictator. Not that he needed to actually deny this, but he did because there was the implication, of course, that Donald Trump might be a dictator, which obviously is stupid and moronic. But it is something that members of the media were asking him. He did not help himself, though, because then he said, well, a lot of people are saying maybe we'd like a dictator. Not a reason to be saying that, okay? Don't say that. Don't give your enemies something specifically to be upset about, and this is it. Maybe he's baiting them, maybe he's not. Immigration crime crackdowns are authoritarian in nature, which they are not. Trump acknowledged that many people want a strong, decisive leader, only fueling disingenuous claims by the media and their Democrats that he is a dictator. Remember, he's going to be a dictator on day one. Did that work? I don't think so.
Number 6.
Tuscumbia's mayor has spoken out, and it's about time that he has. But Tuscumbia's mayor has spoken out and said, hey, we are aware at Deshler High School something happened here, and we are working towards some sort of resolution to get more information about this. I don't know why it has taken so long to get this information, but the mayor, William Foster, and police have both put out statements making the point that, that we know something is here. It doesn't look good, and we're trying to figure out exactly what happened. Reports indicate that this student in Tuscumbia either fell down a set of bleachers, stairs inside, stairs outside, but he was, according to his parents, found on stairs outside at the top of the stairs. 2 broken orbital bones, head injury, skull fractures, scrapes and bruises. There's a cover-up here.
Number 5.
ALGOP Chairman John Wahl has spoken out on the reports that Democrats are losing ground massively when it comes to voter registration. Now, keep in mind, in states like Alabama, there is no voter registration. But in states where there are voter registration, every single one of them, 30 of them, Democrats are losing ground. Okay? And this is an important thing to note because most of the states where they do not require party registration are conservative states. So they're losing ground in left-leaning states, blue states. Wahl noted Alabama's shift. He said, here in Alabama, the shift has been clear. Over the past 2 election cycles, we've flipped 90 Democrat-held seats to Republican. We've seen historic breakthroughs in communities that have long been considered Democrat strongholds. That 90-seat thing is even far more impressive, seeing the bloodbath we've seen since 2010.
Number 4.
Democratic lawmakers are being criticized for their undying support of their mascot, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadorian migrant with a decent list of crimes and allegations. And, they're begging for him not to be deported. And it is so strange to see them coming to his defense, mostly because Donald Trump is the president of the United States. Now, they also have people standing up at DNC events and saying, nobody cares about migrant crime. It's not a big deal to anybody. It's not a big deal to anyone, which is clearly not true. But they're trying to make the argument that it's not a big deal that this guy came into the country multiple times illegally, beat his wife, looked for child porn, was a human trafficker, has MS-13 tattoos, all that. They're still defending their mascot.
Number 3.
Former National Security Advisor John Bolton criticized Donald Trump's Ukraine policy just days after the FBI raid on his home. Of course, we're being told that it was because of the criticism, which might make sense if he wasn't under investigation starting in 2023, I believe it was. At the behest of the Biden administration, they dropped those charges, and the Trump administration went back after him. Is it because he's a critic? Probably. But it also has a lot to do with the fact that they got Donald Trump on the idea that he had classified documents, and they raided his home. So why in the world should Donald Trump allow people who are doing the same thing, who are also being critical of him, to do that? I don't. Okay, fine. Whine about it more, I guess. Do you have the documents or not? That's all I really care about.
Number 2.
U.S. Representative Robert Aderholt, speaking of the Ukrainian situation, stated that Russian President Vladimir Putin will only respond to force, advocating for a strong U.S. stance on Ukraine, reflecting concerns over Putin's unpredictability and the need for robust international action amidst escalating tensions. It also highlights the inability, in my opinion, to have some diplomacy here. And Donald Trump tried. It doesn't look like it actually got anywhere. But it doesn't really look like Putin's up for diplomacy. He seems to want this situation to continue, even though he's been given a pretty strong hand here and help by Donald Trump. I mean, let's just be real about it. Donald Trump wants to help him in this war, get what he wants, and move on.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
Municipal elections in 40 Alabama cities today, including Birmingham, Mobile, Athens, Madison, Decatur, Florence, and more. The polls are open as of right now from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. If you have a local election and you know what's going on, I strongly suggest you get out there and participate in that election. If you do not know what is going on in your local election and you're saying, wait, there's an election today, what are we voting on? My suggestion to you is that you just stay home. There's no reason for you to get out and vote in that situation. That nobody cares if you vote in every election. If you don't know what's going on, stay the hell home. Let the people who are involved in the situation, paying attention to what's happening, get out there and vote. It's simple like that. You can do that. You cannot do that. I'm just suggesting that if you don't know, you're not a hero for going out and voting when you don't have any idea what's going on. That would be my advice to you every single election day. If you don't know, stay home. I'm not one of these, you have to vote to complain. No, incorrect. You can complain all you want. This is America. You don't ever have to vote and complain. But I would suggest that if you don't know what's actually happening in these elections, you might want to sit it out. Okay? Because going in blind or asking someone, hey, how should I vote in this situation? And people have been asking me, what's going on in Decatur? How should I vote? I'm like, how the hell should I know? Like, how am I supposed to know what's going on in Decatur? How am I supposed to know? All I know is this: the city's trending in the wrong direction. I can tell you that much. Under Mayor Tab Bowling, they've allowed the city to be overtaken and embarrassed regularly. So whatever sends that in the other direction, that's the way you should vote. So if you're asking me about Decatur, that's the answer there. Whichever one of those guys stands up and says, yeah, we handled the Steve Perkins thing wrong, that's the people you should vote for. Okay? And not the ones that are advocating for people showing up at city council meetings and threatening to go to the mayor's house. Okay? Anyone that advocates stopping the mobs from taking over the city and placating them, those are the people you should vote for in Decatur. Okay? There we go. So if you wanted to know, that is my answer. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We got more for you. And yes, again, if you're expecting me to break down the Madison City Council District 1 election, stay tuned. I will do that at 9:01. Stay tuned.
Get WBNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.